Hey, wait, está caliente. Ah, yeah, there it is. Ahora sí. Hey guys, Alejo, and welcome back to The Morning Drop.
Hi, Mito Familia. It's your girl Jenny. And real talk, nobody taught us how to build credit. Our parents were too busy surviving to sit us down and explain the system. And now we're the ones trying to figure it out while the rent goes up and the paycheck doesn't stretch. Here's something worth knowing. About 17 million Americans are considered credit invisible, meaning they have no credit history at all. No score, no file, nothing. And without that, renting an apartment, getting a loan, or building any financial foundation gets a lot harder before you even get started. Credit Karma's Credit Spark can help. It's a free tool that turns bills you're already paying, like your phone bill, your utilities, into real credit history reported to TransUnion. No new debt, no credit card required. Just credit for what you're already doing every month. Go to creditkarma.com to get started. That's creditkarma.com.
Buenos dias, it's Yamily Habib, and today's news you need to know is heavy on policy, so buckle up. The Trump administration just moved to rescind a 25-year-old rule protecting nearly 60 million acres of national forest, opening the door to logging, roads, and mining, and they're calling it wildfire prevention. Environmental groups say that's exactly backward. Then, ICE is pitching a plan to subsidize liability insurance for local police who make immigration arrests, basically covering their legal risk if things go wrong on the job. Critics call it one more way officers dodge accountability. Now, let's talk about your paycheck. A new study says millions of workers never recovered the wages they lost to pandemic-era inflation, and thanks to rising oil prices from the Iran war, it's happening all over again right now. And finally, the U.S. has quietly been deporting Mexican immigrants not back to Mexico, but to Guatemala and Honduras instead, and Mexico is not having it. And now, here are the stories from our team.
Buenas, buenas. It's Lau, and if you're a Bad Bunny fan like me, you know that today is the day. After officially wrapping the Debí Tirar Más Fotos World Tour in Belgium in July, Bad Bunny announced this week that he's bringing it all the way back home for 2 final shows in San Juan this weekend, because honestly, there's no better way to close out this era than in Casa. The concerts are being called Cerramos in Casa, and if you're listening to this today, tickets are officially going on sale this morning. Prices range from $50 to $100 before taxes and fees, which is actually pretty reasonable considering, it's Bad Bunny. But here's the catch. To buy tickets during today's sale, you need an eligible Banco Popular card. You'll have to enter the first 6 digits of the card when purchasing, and there's a 4-ticket maximum per transaction. If you're taking this as seriously as I am, then you've probably also been in the queue since yesterday. Huge shout out to my Boricua suegrita Wanda, who's graciously letting me and her son use her Banco Popular card for this very, very important cultural emergency. Needless to say, the pressure is on. And honestly, it's no surprise that Benito is being this intentional about the ending. This entire era has been a love letter to Puerto Rico, so after taking it around the world for the past year, it only makes sense to finish it exactly where he started. And to everyone else currently fighting for their lives in that queue with me, que Dios y el sapo concho nos acompañen.
Hey, it's Miranda. Fun fact about me, I am not only the brand lead and producer for Fierce by Me Too, but I am an adjunct professor at the USC School of Cinematic Arts. I graduated from USC with my master's in film and TV production a little over 2 years ago. For the past year, I've been teaching intermediate production to undergraduate film students. And with the fall semester just days away, here's what I think every incoming film student should bring to their first day of class. A notebook and pen, old-fashioned, but I just love crossing things off of physical paper. Headphones, people yap all around campus, and sometimes you just gotta lock in. Portable charger, especially for those who are juggling school, internships, or on campus all day long. Commuters, responses to icebreakers, typically along the lines of favorite movie, last thing you watched, guilty pleasure. Those responses help us film professors identify people so quickly. Snacks. Some of my personal favorites are pistachios, beef jerky, fruit jerky. I will not gatekeep my favorite bars of all time, Eat to Heal. They are so good. And fruit. And I'm going to get cheesy for a sec, but I do think the number one thing I tell students to bring are their curiosity and kindness. There are no stupid questions. Get out of your comfort zones and watch and explore different types of filmmaking is something I frequently tell them. I do believe that being a great collaborator is just as important as being a great filmmaker, if not more important. Because the students who succeed in our program are the ones who genuinely want to help others achieve their visions and are nice and resourceful when they go about it. Because film school at the end of the day is just as much about the people you make things with as the things you make. Wishing everybody a fantastic fall semester.
Hi Mito Familia, it's Jenny. And imagine running 14 kilometers barefoot, wearing a traditional Mixtec outfit, and winning your category. That's exactly what Oaxacan runner Esther Zárate accomplished. Originally from San Buenavista a Moltepec, Oaxaca, Esther took on the Trail de las Culturas Tlaxiaco, a challenging race that tested both endurance and determination. But Esther didn't just cross the finish line, she did it descalza, proudly wearing a traditional outfit from her Mixtec culture. And that makes her victory even more powerful. She showed that you can carry your culture, your identity, and your traditions with you, even while pushing your body to its limits. Her story is a reminder that sometimes the people who inspire us most are simply doing what they love, with pride and determination. So the next time someone tells you, corres como niña, remember Esther Zárate, the Oaxacan girl who ran 14 kilometers barefoot and came out a winner. A race, a victory, and a whole lot of Oaxacan pride.